Hi everyone. So day two of the 66 day challenge. Um, so today's been a good day, and in some senses, a day which I didn't necessarily expect to have happened. So previously, like on a day like today, I'd have probably not done as much sort of stuff that I should be really doing. But I actually ended up spending quite a long time doing some really interesting research on neuroscience and psychology and things, which I've made a 40-minute video on, which is super long. There's a link in there in the description here to that, and it's all related to kind of habit and habit formation and some really fascinating ideas that I managed to come across and kind of triangulate, but I don't really know anything about the subject, so I'm probably wrong. But it's still like reasonably interesting. So just really quickly summarizing, because I imagine a 40-minute video would probably put some of you off. Um, there's so cortisol is the stress hormone or neurotransmitter. Dopamine is, as a lot of people might already know, that's like one of the pleasure hormones. And then noradrenaline is kind of related to all of that, and it's somewhat to do with related to like attention and focus as well as the stress response. And it basically dopamine is required to actually undertake goal orientated tasks as well as turn those goal orientated tasks into a habit. So it's not just for the starting off the task, it's also the transformation of that into a habit. And then cortisol, there's some initial results coming out saying that the presence of cortisol, especially in the mornings, like circadian cortisol, so it's like to do with the daily routine, that can be very helpful for forming habits quicker. And when you have cortisol or when you're under stress, you're more likely to be habitual. So as a result, and similarly, like with the noradrenaline, it's quite similar to that. It increases focus as well as the stress response. So as a result of this, I'm going to be trying to decrease my consumption of my already present dopamine by not using things like social media as much and not going and playing games and things like that, and trying to do things that are actually more beneficial for me. And then hopefully I'll be able to get my brain more used to that way of thinking, and as a result, it'll be more beneficial, which would be great. And then in terms of the cortisol and things, so midway through the day, I did it today, worked really, really nicely. And midway through the day, I'm going to have a cold shower, and in order to stimulate a cortisol release, so I'm going to have lunch and then have a cold shower and then maybe meditate afterwards, or just go straight into doing work depending on how I'm feeling. But today it worked an absolute charm. I was a bit tired and had a cold shower and was really, really energized and stuff, and then managed to just power on through loads and loads of work, and make like a hopefully an interesting video. It is quite long, and I'm by no means an expert at it, but yeah, hopefully it's still good for those of you that want to watch it. And then another couple of things. So I'm going to be creating an Excel spreadsheet. I mentioned it before. I show it a little bit in the video at the beginning. But once that's more developed, I'm going to be releasing that, and then letting other people have a look at it, see if it would work for them. And a lot of that is going to be using some of this research. So it's going to be trying to like build in. So there's like I think it's like self-reporting habit index is one of the things, to try and sort of figure out how habitual an activity is, and then hopefully I'll get to a point where I can kind of map out lots of different types of activities and how easy they are and how habitual they've become, and the emotional states that I have before, during, and after the activities. And then hopefully I'll get like lots of really nice analysis that I can look back at and kind of analyze like what worked and what didn't. Because obviously this 66 days is really just a big test for me. Obviously, if I can come out of it with doing the right thing as a habit for me, just like that'd be amazing. But realistically, I'm not sure that's going to happen. So it's just going to be trying to collect as much data as I can and really just analyzing it and understanding myself a bit more throughout the process. And if I build something that can enable me to do that, I'd love to share it with people and enable them to do the same. So definitely going to do that once it's done and dusted. As I said, it's in the main video, like the bigger video for the day. So check it out if you want to. But I will be putting, as I go through it, I'll be putting some updates and things about that. Yeah, so lots to do tomorrow still. I've like I had a bit of a break today as well, like chilling out with one of my friends. So that was quite nice. Just like my housemate, so nothing serious. And so that was good, and went shopping and stuff like that. But then tomorrow I've got some different activities that I want to be getting on with, and yeah, just kind of continuing on really, and just making those right decisions and working out and things like that, and still eating well. That's been really good so far. Already starting to feel like energized and things like that, whereas before maybe my energy was a little bit shorter. But I think this shower thing is going to be a big one. To be honest, like midway through the day, really excited to see how that works. I think it should be really really cool to observe that. But yeah, so still going strong at the moment. A little bit tired today, so maybe haven't done as much as I would have liked to, but that's totally okay. And I think it's just trying to do the right thing as much as I can really. And it's not that I've done things that I shouldn't have done today or anything like that. So that's good as well. And yeah, so gonna be keeping going, cracking on, and hopefully making more progress. Got some work that I need to be finishing off tomorrow for some students that I've got on Monday. So I'll be probably working on that, getting that all done, and then yeah, maybe doing some reading and things like that, as well as continuing on with the daily meditation and exercise and things. So yeah, see you guys all tomorrow. Hope it's all going really well for those of you that are doing it as well. Some of you are dropping me updates, absolutely loving it. Please keep sending them to me. Please keep reaching out and connecting. Super encouraging for me, and just exciting to see that other people are interested in it and stuff as well. So yeah, like definitely keep sending them my way. But yeah, so thanks again for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.